So last night was the 2022 Grand Finals between the Crusaders and the Blues. Christchurch versus Auckland, and, Canterbury won, as they do, as they regularly do, because the Crusaders are the best team in the competition. They've been for a while. I'm a Jaffa. I'm from Auckland. I'm not afraid to say that Christchurch they're a better team, right? They're better at Super Rugby. It would be nice if the Blues won, but forget that. But the real question is, why are they still called the fucking Crusaders? All right, come on. All right, this is ridiculous. It's past due to change this name. It is ridiculous, So what are the origins of this name? Well, it originates from the Crusades, the holy wars that happened between the Christians and the Muslims, back in the day, back in the olden days, and these were very bloody wars based on religious persecution, based on religious warfare, based on the things that we're trying to get away from. We shouldn't be fighting over religion. We shouldn't be fighting over your skin color, your disagreements. I'm very anti-war. You should only really fight for self-defense. And these were bad wars. I'm no Michael Knowles type that will defend the Crusades. Fucking ridiculous, those right-wing scumbags.
The Crusades were unprovoked aggression towards the peaceful Muslim world. Well, that's just
okay, cool.
Oh yeah, okay, I almost put you towards yes.
That's scary. Yeah, there is. I mean, that's the funniest prompt that we've had yet.
Yeah,
that's really
not much to talk about there.
Defeating the Saracens and retaking the Holy Land. Deus Vult.
These are bad, and also not part of our history. It's one thing, all right, to be like an Italian, Catholic, and support the idea of the Crusades and go, oh, but it's my heritage, it's my this, it's my that. We're living in New Zealand, baby. This is New Zealand. We got found in the 1800s. Come on. We've got nothing to do with the Crusades. So why is our most popular team in Super Rugby called the Crusaders? It's ridiculous. And this has been an issue for a while. I'm not just bringing this up now. This isn't me inventing this. This is a scandal.
The Crusaders are our most successful rugby franchise, epitomising the Canterbury spirit.
But now there's a growing number of people who think that name should change.
The club say they are open to conversation, but now is not the right time for change.
This is equivalent to the idea of the Washington Redskins and there's there's a team, the Samoan Indians as well in America. And those are blatantly racist. And this is really, it's cringe. It's offensive. It's why is it named this? And the defenders are just ridiculous, right? They're like, this is what it's always been. Don't be such a snowflake. It's come on. Especially in New Zealand, 2019, we had those mass shootings. We had that mass shooting here in Christchurch itself, and you're gonna go against Muslims in a mosque, and you're going to defend the name Crusaders in that city for their team. The whole point of rugby is to bring people together to support a team together. I'm more of a league guy myself, but the idea of being able to support the Blues, everyone in Auckland getting together and supporting a team to try to beat fucking Canterbury. Seems so overdue to get rid of this. And we've had this discussion, especially in 2019, after the mass shooting in Christchurch. They looked at it and went, ooh, this is a bad PR stunt. Maybe we need to reconsider this. And what did they do? They changed the logo of the rugby team. It no longer has the man with the sword. It now has just a boring old C. I'm not defending boring logos. Have a cool logo. But don't have it, be a bloody crusader. A person, this logo is a person who went and persecuted Muslims. Come on. This is ridiculous. Come on, what is going on here? And they also got rid of this ridiculous thing where they had people on horseback riding on the field before a game, mascots type situation. I don't want to say it's like the Nazis. Don't Goodwin flaw me here. But, this is like having a team called the Nazis. I'm not saying they're equivalent, I'm saying these are both bad things, right? And it's like having a team called the Nazis and defending it because it's this is a part of history, whatever. No. This is a call for New Zealand rugby. You gotta change the name. Do a referendum. That would be fun, right? Wouldn't that be fun if they did a voting system set up for Canterbury fans, pick the new name, pick their new logo, bit of pride going on. It'll be fun, right? Just this is cringe, all right? And we've had the most prominent Muslim rugby player in New Zealand's probably history. Sonny Bill Williams, one of the best to ever play the sport. He was in he was in the Crusaders, and you made him wear that clothing. I'm sure he had an issue on it. He's been asked about it, and he said he didn't have an issue with it. But like, why stir the pot? He probably just doesn't want to stir the pot. Who knows? I'm speaking for him. It's kind of cringe to make a Muslim player wear that symbol and play under that name. It's really bad. Like, please, Canterbury, like, change the name. Come on, there's no defense. There's no defense. Like, if you have a defense, put it in the comments, but there's just no defense for this name. And change it.